Welcome to Mandate Bites with the Mandate. um, I just want to share a thought with us about the three functional areas that governs, humanity. Totally, you see it everywhere. And number one is human resource. Number two is financial resource. And the third one is the physical resource. And it's very, very important for us to understand the importance of these areas, because you meet it in life, you meet it in ministry, you meet it in church, you meet it in business world. Every area of your life you see these three functions, even in family, marriage. And it's important for us to develop all those three functional areas, the human resource, the financial resource, and then the physical resource. Okay, so I just want to speak briefly about the human resource, because this is one part that we have neglected for many years. The Africa has neglected it, churches have neglected that part of the central part of our existence, and that's the human resource. So how do we manage, how do we manage that? How do we add value to that, in order to enhance or add value to even our existence? Very, very important. Now, when Jesus came, he poured his content, he taught people, he taught humans, if you like, not animals. He taught people, he invested in people, taught them, preached to them, showed them, lived by example, and gave them practical examples of how to do things and all that, and how things have done in where he was coming from. He showed us. So he invested in people. It's very, very important for us to understand that people are very, very important, no matter how great your content is. So I use this word, the content, the container, and the customer. Now, the content is what the value you have, the things you are carrying. So Jesus poured all these things in a container. So the container are the people, the channel through which your content is getting to your desired destination. So the container is the people, the way you treat people. Very, very crucial and very, very important. A lot of us, it's very good to take care of our content, but when you don't take care of the container and don't put eye on the container, add value to the container, motivate the container that carries this content, you're going to go back to zero. Yeah, totally. So the content, then he poured his content into 12 containers. And I remember, these containers were trained. These containers were molded. These containers were designed for that specific content. Now, it's very, very important, if you are selling Coke, to put your Coke content in a Coke bottle. Otherwise, a Coke bottle in a mineral water bottle will not be sold, cannot be bought. Nobody wants it. Why? Because the content is not designed. The container is not designed for that content. So it may be the same content, but because it has been presented in a very different way, in a different container, it will not have value. So I will not buy that Coca-Cola at the price that I would have if it had come in the correct container. So it's very important, the container, very, very important. So you have good food, your environment and your staff are also very important. They must be as good. Must be as good as the content. Okay, so now he poured the content into 12 containers to serve customers, the world. He said, go ye into the world. Wow. Go ye into the world. Do this. So these things I'm pouring inside you is not just for you, it is for customers. Okay, so you have to take it up. All right, you have to take it there. So it's very, very important for us to understand that the container, whereas the human resource, is so important in high valued delivery system. So you can deliver so powerfully. Why? Because the container is also okay. Your content is powerful, the container is great, and then you have great customers to serve. A lot of people will be looking for you. Okay, so it's very important. And my discovery is this: the content is valued, is very powerful and still great. The content, the word of God, is quick, powerful, sharp. It's great. The customers are ever increasing. Look at from the time of Jesus Christ, 2,000 years later, the content is so powerful. It's still powerful. The customers are ever increasing. Billions of people on earth, needs this same content. The problem we are having now is the container through which we deliver these content to the customers. Containers must be cared for. Containers must be trained. Containers must be molded in the fashion according to the pattern. According to the pattern. It is very, very, very important that you can carry content. Is not the matter. What is the case and the issue here is that is the container designed for the content. Wow. My father, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, calls it the principle of vessel change. In his book, The Mega Church, something must change. Something must change. Investments must be done, to people, human resource. Government must decide to invest in people. If we don't do that, we are going to be building a system of consummation, just consumer, people eating it. So from content, it just goes straight to the customers and then they consume it. So we do not have the factory that have a way of distributing this. We do not have production. We have to produce more disciples. We have to produce more workforce. We have to produce people who believe in the same thing that we believe in. It's very, very important. And I must say this very, very important statement in closing, that the people who come to us must be able to become us, so that they can carry some of these content to the world. One person cannot do it. One person cannot do it. It is not meant. Whatever you have received, it is for you to reproduce workers who are going to reproduce and send it to others. That's why Paul stated it clearly. He said, whatever you have received from us, please do well to deliver it, not straight to the customers, deliver it to the faithful ones who will in turn deliver it to the customers, deliver it to the world. It's very, very important. Training. Wow. With this in mind, I would like to invite you to DIMEC Global. DIMEC Global is the center of global transformational leadership and global transformational leadership. Very, very important. It's a training center, and you can be part of it, actual or virtual. And details will be shared to you in a moment. God bless you. My name remains Peter Bright Senior, CEO Diamond Global. God bless you.